Good morning, my dear Russians. How are you all? I believe that you are all staying home safe. Last class we have seen about the cattle farming. I think you remember those points. Today we are going to see about poultry farming. If you are a non-vegetarian, really you like chicken very much. Am I right? So many children, they like chicken very much. So we are going to see about poultry today. That is different varieties in poultry and how to maintain it, what are the breeds present, how to improve the variety. So all those features we are going to see in today's class. Are you ready? Shall we go for the class? Okay. So first, if you take poultry farming, it is done for two purposes. So what are the purpose? First, we get poultry, we get some eggs from poultry, we get meat from poultry. So some chickens are bred to get egg. Some chickens are useful for getting meat. So egg laying poultry we call it as layers and meat giving poultry we call it as broilers. So now you understood the meaning of layers and broilers. Now let us see some important names of indigenous breeds. Indigenous breeds are also called as local breeds. In this, you remember three alphabetical letters A, B and C. A for Asil, B for Basra and C for Chittagong. So these three are called indigenous breeds or it is called as local breeds. So you would have seen in countryside cockfight. It is actually very interesting event, cockfight. So in that cockfight, Asil birds will be used for that cockfight. So if you take Asil, will have a high stamina and when it walks itself that majesticness will be there. It has a majestic gait and it has many fighting qualities. So this type of bird is used for cockfights. So remember A, B and C. A for Asil, B for Basra and C for Chittagong. So Basra is a poor layer and Chittagong another name. Let us learn, it is called Malay. Malay is another name for Chittagong. So these are the indigenous poultry. Next one is about exotic breeds. So what are the exotic breeds is foreign breeds. We can say it as foreign breeds. So I classify this exotic breeds into three classes. The first class is called American class. The second one is Mediterranean class. And third one I call it as English class. So American origin. So I have written three names. Three names. It is easy to remember new names but try to learn it because in higher classes you may come across like these names often. So let us learn three names which comes under American class. One is called Rhode Island Red. The next one is called Plymouth and third one is called New Hampshire. Under Mediterranean class I have written White Leghorn and under English class I have written Sussex and Ashtola. So these two are coming under English class. So if it is difficult, if it is very difficult to remember all these names, you remember at least two names, Rhode Island Red and White Leghorn. So if they ask, mention any two exotic poultry varieties, you write it as Rhode Island Red and White Leghorn. If they ask about indigenous breed, you can write about Asil, Basra and Chittagong. Now, let us see the variety improvement factors. In agricultural part, how to improve the variety? What are the qualities we have to remember to improve the variety of the crop? I think you remember those points. That is wider adaptability, quality improvement and summer adaptation. So many points. So now we are going to see for poultry. So why do we cross? And what type of features we have to get it for the variety improvement. So the first point, increase in the number of chicks and increase in the quality. Almost the population should increase, likewise the quality also should not be less. So both should increase. Next, what should decrease? Let us see. Reduction in the size of the egg laying bird. So what will happen if the size is reduced? If size is reduced, automatically it will take more of fibrous diet. Next, dwarf broiler. So what is the use of that? Because it will occupy less space and it will take less food. Fourth one is summer adaptation capacity. It should be able to adapt itself for the hot climate. If you take, it will not survive even after 33 degrees Celsius, it may die. So it should have some summer adaptation capacity. The last one is low maintenance. Low maintenance, economically the farmer will be benefited if it is low maintained. So once again I revise these points. Remember the word increase, decrease, and then summer adaptation, low maintenance. We increase, the number of chicks should increase and the quality should increase. What should decrease? The reduction of the size of the egg-laying bird will decrease. Why does it decrease? Because it will take more of fibrous content. Next is dwarf boiler. Why dwarf boiler? Because it will occupy less space and food. Summer adaptation capacity, it should be able to adapt itself to the higher temperature. The last point is low maintenance. This will be economically useful for a person who is doing this poultry farming. Directions. Now we are going to see the second part of poultry farming. In this, first we are going to see about the feed, or we can give the heading topic as nutrition. So what is the feed which is given to broilers? So if you take broilers, this poultry is for meat, correct? So meat purpose, they are called broilers. So we should provide the broilers with the good energy food, proteins, adequate fat, vitamin A and K. So this should be provided to the broilers. So even you remember bodybuilders, they take much of protein, much of fat, not much of fat, a limited fat, much of protein and some vitamin supplements they take. So remember such person, when you talk about broiler, remember a person who is building his arms. So you can write it as energy food, adequate fat, high protein, vitamin A and K. So this is the feed for broilers. Next, if you take layers, layers are egg laying poultry. We call it as layers. So when we take egg is covered by a thick shell which is made up of calcium. So some amount of calcium, some vitamins and minerals are necessary for the layers. So layers should need calcium, some vitamins and minerals. So these are the feed which are required by layers. So now you are able to write what are the feed required for broilers, what is the feed required for layers. Next we shall see about the caring of poultry, how we should take care of the poultry. First one is avoid mortality. Mortality means death. So how to avoid this death? Actually, we should follow the sanitation methods and we have to protect the poultry from diseases. Next we shall see how to control that. Second one is maintain feathering. So feather play an important role for birds. You all know when the birds fly in air, feathers play an important role in flight. Likewise, it can protect itself, it can regulate its temperature. So it plays an important role in thermoregulation. Wings, that is feathers, they play an important role in thermoregulation, and it also helps in protection of birds. Protection, it plays an important role in protection. The third point is surplus quality. Surplus quality is nothing but the meat quality. Surplus quality is meat quality. Now, how to control this disease and pest? So there are many diseases which are occurring by the microorganisms. Already in previous chapter we have studied what is infectious disease. Disease caused by microbes are called infectious disease. So how to prevent these diseases? First one, we should have our place and the surroundings clean. This suits even for poultry, not only for ourselves, it is for poultry also. The place where it lives should be very neat, sanitized, it should be clean, and feed what we give is nutritious food. That food also makes the chicken healthy and it helps to avoid the diseases. Now, what are the diseases? Let us learn at least one name of the disease of one organism. Viral disease is bronchitis. Bacterial disease, so you are well familiar with cholera and typhoid. which occurs in us. The same thing may occur in poultry too. Fungi is candidiasis. This is an intestinal disease which occurs in poultry. Next is parasites are some worms which may live inside the alimentary canal of poultry. So I think you are thorough with these concepts. Now we have seen the first, we have seen the feed of broilers and feed of layers. Next, how to take care of it, how to control the pests and diseases, and what are the diseases we have seen. Now next one, as a summary of the entire thing, we are going to derive the difference between layers and broilers. Now you can take your note, just divide into two columns. First column, write the layer. Second column, write the broiler. So now I will tell you a easy method to remember these points. What is the easy way? The first one, write what is a broiler. Second one, you write about their feed. Third one, you write in what type of spacious environment it lives. And fourth one, the maturity period. So once again I tell you, when you write about layers, you write it as eggs. Birds which are bred for the egg purpose are called layers. The eggs which are, the poultry which are grown for their meat purpose, we call it as broilers. So feed already we have discussed. That is adequate fat, protein, vitamin A, vitamin K for broilers, and then for layers calcium rich food, vitamins and minerals for layers. So this feed we have to write it in the second one. Third one, there should be enough light and space for the layers, and here conditions should be favorable for growth and mortality rate should be less. The last point is maturity. Maturity, this broilers will mature very fast. That is within 1 to 2 weeks the broilers will mature, but layers will take some time, 3 to 4 weeks. So remember 1, 2, 3, 4. The first 2 weeks broilers will mature, third and fourth week layers will get matured. So I think you have grasped some of the points under poultry farming. You take your NCERT textbooks, go through. These features are given in your textbook. You read it once and try to write this difference between once and then mail to me. I think you will do your best. Thank you, my